Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Bitcoin dropped yesterday quite heavy, down to 83,000. It activated more of my trades down there. We're going to jump into trades for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I want to look at Solana. You guys requested Solana. Bitcoin dropped to 83,500. Another trade activated, and we got a bounce back, and the trade is a little bit down. We'll jump into technicals. Hit the subscribe button, smash that thumbs up button, turn on the bell. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section down below. Someone requested Solana yesterday, so I'm going to analyze Solana. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technicals, and you can see the market. Tesla was just slightly even. Apple was up 1.5%. Google was down 1.5%. TON was down 5%. Bitcoin was down 4%. Total market cap down 4%. Bitcoin took a hit. It went to 83,500 at one point. So it was huge down. Total market cap 4%. Ethereum down 6%. BNB down 5%. If you remember, we closed nearly everything back in October at all-time highs, so we did amazing, and now I've been starting to build a trade, or trying to build a trade as we've come down, and at the same time trying to protect capital. My account 179 still taking a hit yesterday. My Bitcoin trade was up $6,000. Now it's even, but it is bigger now. It's a 2.5 Bitcoin trade. I added another half of Bitcoin at 84, so you can see I've been building this trade. We've got some at 86, and I managed to get some Bitcoin at 80. That spiked down. It spiked down to 84,700. My trade activated about 85, and we got a bounce. The trade is now almost even, 144 negative. Almost even this trade, but now it is a $216,000 trade, 2.5 Bitcoin. Which is beautiful. I've only paid $67 in fees because the funding fee is actually almost negative. I've got some TON. I bought some TON, and I bought some Uniswap yesterday. I added another $5,000 in TON. My total position on TON is up $474, but it was up $2,000, so it gave back a bit of those gains that I had made. But you can see I added more TON on that dip, down to $1.40. Uni, I added a little bit of Uni as well on that dip, down 8%. I bought some more Uni at $5.40. Now we're at $5.60. Had a huge drop on Uni as well. Let's go into Bitcoin technicals. We're going to technicals for Bitcoin. Start off on the weekly chart. Bitcoin indicator bot is showing, didn't fire a buy yet. Stochastic on the weekly is now very oversold, which is what we want to be seeing. That's the time we want to be buying, when it's very oversold, not when it's very overbought. And I've shown you this multiple times. Whenever you see above the dotted lines, it's usually time to sell. Above the dotted lines, time to sell. Below the dotted lines, time to buy. So it's going into buying ranges here, and that's why I've started to activate orders. Bitcoin indicator bot on the daily fired a sell before that drop. We came down to 83K. Then we got a bounce down to 83,800. Yesterday's drop was brutal, from 92 all the way down to 83, and now we're bouncing back to 86. I'm not seeing any major pattern, to be honest. I would still take a trade. I would take this trade from, we had one at 83 which activated, but it removed it from here, but that trade is now active, and one at 80K I've still got. I would still take that 80K trade. Opening 80K, stop loss 78K, risk 2,000 to make 50,000 per Bitcoin, no leverage. 10x leverage will be 500,000. This is the trade I would take on Bitcoin. We had a massive drop from it. At one point, it was down Bitcoin. On the day, it was down almost 9% on the day, but it got a bounce back, which is beautiful. And it looks like a bit of a V-shaped recovery is starting to form here. I increased that trade to 2.5 Bitcoin. I've got another trade at 80,000. You can see here I have another trade to activate at 80,700. And this trade is nearly back in the positive, but it is bigger now, 216,000. Let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum took a big hit. Ethereum dropped 5%. It came down to 2,000. 700. It almost came down to activate this trade. 2,600 stop loss, 2,400 take profit, 4,700. This trade would be the one that I would take. Very close to activating it. 2.6. We came down to 2.7. Risk reward 13 times, risking 161 to make $2,000 per Ethereum. With no leverage, 10x leverage would be 20,000. That's the trade I would take on Ethereum. Let's go into Solana because you guys requested it yesterday. Solana on Binance coming down to major support on the weekly charts. Major support on Solana is at 95. We already came down to the 126. I remember calling this 126 back when we were at 250 and no one believed me. And now we're down here. Major support is at 95. Yeah, major support I would say is at 9. This support line here. We're at one now where we had this line, but the major one is at 95. That's where I would take a long on Solana. I would try to get a pullback at 95, but these are all buying targets, so I don't think we go below 95. Possible, but very possible. That's the trade I would try and take on Solana with a tight stop loss opening. 95, $16 risk to make $191 gain per Solana. 10x leverage will be 1,900. 100x leverage would be 19,000. That's the trade I would take on Solana. Support at 95, and then the next major support down is at 57. No support really under 95. So I would say 95 is going to be the major support for Solana. And again, currently in the trade on Bitcoin, it's now a 216,000 trade, 2.5 Bitcoin, and more orders laddered down at 82, 80, 74. And Uni I've got at $4.70, $3.30. I've got more buy orders for Uni, and I picked up some more ton, which is beautiful. That's my updates. In the next video, I want to do Google and Tesla. And join us in the Telegram. There's 230 people online right now, people discussing trades. Bitcoin, my trade back almost in the green after that sell-off and that activation. And the trades, I had an order at 83,500, but that order didn't activate. It came very close. Join everyone in the conversation. 230 people all online in the Telegram. The links are down below under the video. Bybit, main exchange I trade. Best liquidity, lowest fees. Rex, $200 sign up. KYC, free worldwide exchange. So anyone in the world can use it and it's private. And join the Telegram, which is free. And take the courses, jamescryptoguru.com. That's where you will also find the bots. And some of the comments from my students. I'm in the process of buying $2 million house. I'm up 122K. You can read some of their gains. 1 million. Which is beautiful. Let's go over on X. Over on X, I've got 110,000 followers on X. As for some reason, shadow banned. Yesterday's video, 11,000. You were on it even before Elon says in this interview. Elon said in the interview to buy Tesla, Google, Nvidia. He said those were his best, where he would invest. Can see the P ratios and things I've been talking about. Everyone trying to buy Bitcoin at 126,000. It was meant to be 126, not 1 million. Everyone buying Bitcoin at 83,000. Bitcoin was down 7% at some point today. These were the biggest sellers of the day. All the links are down below. Yesterday's video, 5 of 10. Retail is not coming to save people in crypto 2026 because of hackers, scammers, chaos. People have been saying that since 2015, and Bitcoin is now 86,000. It is just growing slowly, but it's growing, and it's continuously growing, even with very big pullbacks. Cooked trade is almost back in the green, which is beautiful. A lot of people panic, but really when they're panicking, this is the time, in my opinion, to be buying. But let's see if Bitcoin can hold here. It's bounced now a few times around this 80K mark. We need to get a strong bounce to hold this mark. That's my updates in the market. Everyone hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. If you make money from me, hire social media marketers, push message of peace, anti-war, and protect the nature and the trees. Try to learn and study as much as you can. Have an amazing day. In the next video, if you have any requests, let me know down below. And I'm going to also look at Google and Nvidia and Tesla in the next video, and Bitcoin. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.